honestly, is what we should have had as a poker button to just pass around. Hey, everybody, welcome to Two Nerds, One Quest. Poker buttons are important when you're playing cards and people get to gabbing. I am your host and DM, JC, here with these three nerds, because math is hard. That man on the ones and twos pointing at me in the middle of my conversation is one Tom M. Norman playing Aronan this morning. How you doing, buddy?
I am fantastic. It's what I do best, John. It is literally
Ready
the
to kill
best
a
thing I
dragon?
do. Yeah, well, that is not the best
Right
thing
to
that
it.
I do on this show.
No. Actually, I think the best thing you do is dive at shuttered windows. For whatever reason, that's going to stick with me forever.
Failed acrobats is my go-to.
Failed acrobats. That sounds like I played bass for failed acrobats in high school. that chuckle you hear there is one Ryan Crixus Kukta. How you doing this morning, bud?
Boomtown, get him. Let's go kill a dragon, boys.
And of course, the lore master. Last but not least, the lazy dragon. I'm doing that in all kinds of weird order.
I really like those. Crap. Love those elves.
Yeah.
Last but not least, lazy dragon.
Yep. Last but not least, the lore master, the lazy dragon, the Jeff, Doc Williams. How are you doing this morning, buddy?
Doing good.
Are you ready to fight a dragon?
Doc is always ready.
Are you ready to join in with the dope rhymes we had in pre-show this morning? Your own?
Yeah, I don't know that I can sing as well as you guys, or Linkin Park, I guess, for that matter.
That is going to be very, very, very bad if you can't sing as well as us, because we are not very good. We just remember lyrics, that's all.
So, recap from last week. We Crixus went and inspected Chef Chu's room, found a bunch of tablets detailing a plan of Asmodeus to take over the surface world. And we met with Grandolpha and told her what had happened, and she basically said, get out of here. We walked outside, realized our dogs were outside, but our sleds were not. Thankfully, a older human wizard, I think, showed up with her kobolds and her dog sleds, and got us to Termalaine, where we figured that was the best place to set up a defense. Prepping at the east side, warned the speaker of what we learned of the path of the dragon, and he sent those onward to the remaining towns. We got some extra supplies joining in with their militia, and we settled down to wait for the approach of the dragon. And just for fun, Grandolpha says, get to steppin. So we chase after Xardorok's weapon. A ride with Veleen gets them to Termalaine, where they join the city in preppin.
Nice! Dude, you are getting...
That's one of the best.
Yeah.
That was on point.
Yeah.
Hot damn,
Yeah.
he's getting good at these things.
At some point, it was get to steppin popped in my head. I'm like, okay, that's got to be in there. So I got to work around it.
That really kind of fit with the Linkin Park stuff. I mean, it felt very,
Very
I don't know
hip
how
to
to
the
describe
hop, to the hip,
Gangsta.
hip hop.
hip to the hop to the hip. Yeah.
You just don't stop. Anyway,
Maybe you should stop. Let's go D&D. We're better at that.
Hip to the hop to the hippity hop. Maybe we should stop.
I thought that turned into a Pringles commercial there for a second.
Once you pop.
once you hippity hop, you just can't stop.
All right. So the Charlatan dragon has left Xardorok's hold. On its flight path, it passed Dugan's Hole, destroying every structure in town, including the docks. Took about 30 minutes. 25 people dead, half the population of the city. Passing on through Goodmead, destroyed most of Goodmead in about an hour, sparing the Mead Hall. Another 25 people dead.
That's awfully nice of them.
As it flew onto East Haven, it faced its first real challenge. It caught the town by surprise, but the militia reacted quickly and succeeded in actually wounding the creature a bit. It took 8 hours for the dragon to destroy half the town's structures, including most of its docks. The White Lady Inn partially collapsed when the dragon flew through it. And it left the wet trout raised completely. The town hall and East Haven Ferry were spared this attack. But 250 people were not, as half the population, or 1/3 of the population of East Haven perished. In Caer Dineval, the dragon landed between the castle and the rest of the town, and then proceeded to move through the town, leveling one structure after another. All buildings aside from the castle were destroyed. The speaker survived. Everyone living outside the castle was killed. In Caer Konig, the dragon destroyed every structure in town, and Speaker Torvis, the town's dragonborn defender, spent the entire time passed out drunk in a snowbank. He woke up to find his entire settlement leveled.
That's a bad hangover.
50 people were killed in that attack. And as he left Caer Konig, flying through the air, approaching Termalaine, you hear him before you see him. The giant wings in the distance. There's a different sound in the distance as well, coming from the north. Sound that's familiar to you guys, a sound you've heard many times before, both in your travels and since you've been up in the northern region here. A winter storm. It hasn't arrived yet, but it seems to be moving in.
Right on time.
Where are you guys standing as we are near go time, as you hear the dragon approaching?
Oh,
Where?
couple record keeping items. Is everybody at a reasonable amount of health that this short rest as we wait for the dragon should have used any hit dice to get back to where we need to be?
Doc, if we would have had I guess whether or not we had a short rest, Doc would have done his second wind to get some hit points back. Because whether he gets them now or during the combat, at least that saves him a bonus action. But if we get a short rest, he gets that back. So
You would have a short rest here.
okay, cool.
This moment as you're waiting. You had like 3 hours to wait.
So,
for this
Doc-
to arrive once you guys were set.
Doc would then be at 59 out of 70. So I'd say that's good enough for Doc. And Doc would probably be positioned at the edge of a roof peak with all hopes of being able to jump on the dragon if it flies low or if it lands on the ground. So he would want to be sitting on the edge or standing on the edge with the heavy crossbow.
We'll have you at the East Haven? East side.
East side.
The east side inn on the roof. Right there on the edge of town. Aronan, are you in the center of town with the lookout at the speakers, the town hall? Or where did you end up going? Because I know we had talked about that a bit last week, that there's that.
Yeah. I'm thinking I probably would have... Boy, oh boy. That's a great question. Why don't you go to Crixus first?
Crixus, where are you standing?
I am down on ground level by the east side,
On the outskirts of town or interior on the road?
I'm on the road.
On the road, inside? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the map of Termalaine. So I can look at the map here, too. There it is. Haha. Yay. Okay, so you're down on the road, like kind of on that road leading out of town? Right in front
Yeah,
of it?
I was talking to Marta and trying to get a glimpse of kind of the lay of the land and where the dragon would attack first and kind of thing. So.
Okay. Aronan, do you know where you are?
Yes, I think I would have stuck with the crew.
Football field? Do you know who I am? Coach?
Batman.
Do you know who you are?
That's actually one of my favorite Snickers commercials of all times. I
Okay,
would.
so
I
where
would
are
stay.
you?
I'd stay with TBD. I'd stay with the group. I would be on a roof, probably with Doc. Yeah, I would stick with the crew.
Okay. You group with Doc on the roof by the east in the east side.
Yep.
And-
Yep.
Yeah. This is the direction the dragon comes from. You see it approaching. I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative at this point. Ooh, you heard that?
No initiative. That is not a good initiative, Cooch.
Ooh, no.
I've had better.
I've had better.
My initiative was 3.
All right. Doc, what was yours?
9.
Aronan?
14.
All right. Then, let's see. Crixus was 3.
So before as we kind of all wait and talk to the militia, the intent is to try to bring the dragon down by shooting out the wings. 'Cause we have a much better chance if we can get the dragon onto the ground. So if there's a strategy, that's the strategy.
That sounds like a good strategy. And I think what I would do, because Doc is more of a brute, I would offer up my dragon longsword. Because I know in my hands it's kind of useless, and I'm pretty set on my fists of fury with my daggers.
All right. Okay. So as this dragon is approaching, watch it kind of crest over the hill. The first thing, as you're kind of sitting there, you're prepping, you're listening, everyone's very, very quiet. And in the middle of the wind howling and everyone kind of breathing and prepping, there is a and you see a ballista bolt sailing toward this dragon as it approaches. And it sails over the top, just over the top of it, over its wings. And you hear someone yell in frustration, "It's lower than that! Mind your aim!" And someone else yells, "Reload the ballista!" And you hear in the distance. At this point, Aronan, you realize you're probably going to have first attempt to jump at this dragon as it soars into the town, or shoot, or whatever you want to do. It's coming fairly close to the East Haven.
Okay. I am going to longbow it. And I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna try to aim for its wing.
You're gonna try and aim for what?
The wing.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter. 10.
10. And you line up an arrow and you knock the arrow, and as you're aiming for the wing, you release the arrow, and it looks like it's about to hit, and he pulls his wings down to propel himself forward, and the arrow goes through where his wing was in that moment. He comes down, and that road that leads to the gem mine, he releases a bright, blinding light of a breath weapon that scorches all the buildings down that row, almost all the way to the road that leads up to the Lonely Wood. Destroying all the buildings. Question is, nope, he misses the ballista as he makes his pass. Doc, you have an opportunity to. You said you wanted to try and jump on him. You could make an athletics check to try and jump on him as he comes past here. It is your turn.
That would be awesome.
Yes, if he's flying close enough, I definitely want to take the opportunity to jump.
Yeah.
You said athletics?
Yep, athletics check.
Come on, baby. Oh,
With
was almost a
inspiration?
20, but I'll take a 19.
As you go, you take a sprint across the top of the roof, and you jump, and you reach out, and you got your one arm, you swing it past, and you're able to catch his foot as he goes by. And you're hanging onto his leg right now, underneath him. We'll count that as your movement if you wanted to use your action to pull yourself up. You could do that, or you
Yeah.
could hang there and stab at him if you like, but that's going to get risky.
Yeah, I would like to climb.
Okay, so make a secondary athletics check to climb up into a position where you could be on his back or some place like that.
Say that again, what kind of a check?
Athletics. This one won't be as hard as the first one.
22.
Yep, easily you are able to climb up behind. You climb up around his back by his tail, and you're kind of sitting at kind of just above where his wings, or just below where his wings connect on his back. Is there anything you'd like to do with your bonus action?
No, but I'll use my action surge to attack with the Dragon Slayer longsword.
Ooh.
And since in the jump I would have had to drop my shield, I'm going to go ahead and attack with two hands on the sword, on the longsword.
I'm going to tell you something here that's kind of shitty, is you won't get a bonus for it being a dragon because it's actually a construct.
Oh.
All right. My
Shitty
connection's
thing
not,
about it.
my connection's not great. I didn't hear what you said.
You won't get the bonuses for it being a dragon because it is actually a construct.
Oh,
It's a bummer.
okay.
But
That's okay. 19 to hit.
yes. The 19 hits, Norm.
No, that was for the. I know, I had to find it.
It's good though.
Cut these fucking
Alright.
head off.
Nice. 12 damage.
12 damages.
And second attack is an 8, so that'll miss.
That one misses.
And nothing for the bonus then. So that's it.
Oh, wait. Did you second wind? What you did, or not second wind, action surge?
What's that?
Did you action surge with your
I did
bonus?
action surge.
Okay.
Action surge is not a bonus action, but I don't have anything for a bonus action.
Gotcha. Got it. Crixus.
All right. Is the dragon long enough where if I were to cast Fireball strategically, that it would not impact Doc? Like the underside of its belly, and it would protect
That's
Doc? from the.
That is a very good question. Let me do some looking up stuff real quick.
Fireball's a little dangerous now.
Yes, it is.
Dun, 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 dun.
Um,
Yeah, don't singe the dwarf.
We've talked about this in every campaign. Don't worry about my character.
I don't know. I could
Oh.
do damage in the 40s, so it's not relevant. I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway, but
Yeah, it's just where we doing. It would be difficult. What's your area on the fireball? 30 feet? 30-foot radius?
yeah.
Yeah, anywhere you hit this creature, you're gonna engulf it entirely.
Okay.
So you cannot avoid Doc with a fireball.
All right. Well, that's life. We've got to do
Or
some
death.
damage. So. All right, I'm gonna do it then. It's actually a 20-foot radius.
Oh, okay. No, he's a 15 by 15 creature.
All
He's
right.
huge.
All right. Well, then it is what it is. So if it's possible,
Dex saving.
target the wind joint, and it's a dex saving throw. The save is 15.
18.
That's good news for you guys. He failed with a 5.
Awesome.
So
All right, so here we go. 8d6.
Let's get this party started quickly, right?
Riding this into the sunset.
All right, it's exactly half of what it could have been.
that's funny.
All right.
20.
So I'll take
24
12.
to the dragon, 12 to genius.
Perfect. All right.
And then I yell to Marta, "Remember, shoot for the wings. We need to
Yeah.
knock this bastard down."
She draws back, or lines up her crossbow, and releases a bolt. And similar to what happened with Aronan, the wing comes down and arrow shoots up just over it, just missing Doc. Doc, you're beginning to wonder if it was such a good idea to get on the back of the thing that everyone's shooting at.
Oh, I don't wonder. I know.
His clothes were on fire.
As it is flying, it flies down that main road along the north, and the ballista on the north side of town fires at it and crits.
Oh,
So
Whoa.
let's do this. 14, 15, 16 points of piercing damage to it.
Badass.
And it lets out a roar at that point. And Doc, you think he actually speeds up, and he does not turn around. He doesn't come back for another pass. He starts heading right up the road to Lonelywood. He doesn't want to have anything to do with this place. Veleen sees it's leaving, and you guys hear in all your heads in that instance, it's leaving town. We need to go.
Oh no!
Meet at the north side of town.
I'm gonna hop down
What do
from
you
the
do?
roof. I'm gonna hop down from the roof and run to the north side of town.
I'm gonna get the dog set and try to get on a. Well, wait a second. Are the
You don't have-
kobolds still?
The kobolds are. When you run to the north side of town where she told you to meet you, she's got her sled set up with her. Looking at them before, you were more interested in just getting here, but looking at it, she's got fucking dire wolves attached to this thing. That's what's pulling her sleds. So the two of you hop in there.
I'm gonna
Marta
give a
runs
loud
with you.
whistle for the dogs to come, because I'm
Okay.
not sure where our dogs are at this point. But
Yeah. Marta, when you whistle, Aronan, Marta looks at the two of you and says, "I'll take care of the dogs. Just go pull that thing out of the sky. Find your friend." She said, we're safe for now, apparently, but Lonelywood's going to be in trouble.
Jeez.
And Veleen's like, "We don't have time. Get in."
We wasted the good surprise on Termalaine.
We did some damage.
All right.
And it's got a passenger.
All
yeah,
right,
that's
we're
a passenger. So,
we're hopping on the
question
kobold
is-
wagons then.
yes, now the question is here, the timing question. Doc, are you going to stay on as best you can?
Doc recognizes he might be the only thing between the dragon and the belching dragon.
Yep.
So I think he would stay and do whatever he can to get it to the ground, stop it, slow it, anything. If it gets to be too dire, he'll jump. But I think he would
Okay.
stay on.
Okay, so you're
And
going to
he's
stay on.
probably going to start targeted attacking at the wings or whatever he thinks will distract it to make it stop.
Okay, so then it's you and me for a few minutes here. See what you can do. It would be him first, so he's going to roll over. I need a strength saving throw from you as he tries to dump you off his back.
Yep. Okay, that's good. 23.
23, you managed to hang on. What would you like to do when it comes back around to your turn?
On targeted attacks directly at the wing. Still using the longsword for now. I did the damage. That's the wrong guy. Okay, let's do an attack first. Okay. That's 22 to hit, but I don't know it was targeted, so.
Yep, that hit's targeted.
All right, so the damage was just 6.
Just 6, okay.
And I'll swing a second time, then trying to get that. Oh, not as good. 17?
Still targeted attacks?
Yeah, I'm
That
going
one
for that
misses.
wing.
That one
Okay.
misses.
And then this time I will use my bonus action to use my second wind, gain a couple hit points back, just because I know I'm going to need them.
Okay. It goes back to him. I will need.
Not
He's
much.
frustrated. I need another strength saving throw from you.
I got too much stuff on my screen here.
Get a rag, wipe it off.
Ooh, 17?
You just managed to hang on as you flip over. You're hanging from like his one
Okay.
wing joint upside down, and he flips
Okay.
back over, and you pull yourself back on. Your turn.
All right.
Babe.
Feeling good. Made it through 2 barrel rolls. It's a good roller coaster ride. Keep going for that wing.
All right.
That's
Oh,
a 19
crap.
for me is a 19 for me is a crit, so that's
Ooh.
good.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say because of that last roll, I'm only one-handed because I'm hanging on now,
Mhm.
so it'll be just the D8 instead of
That
the.
makes sense. Good call. Take inspiration. You don't have it.
Hey, all right.
That's playing to the story.
All right, that's 11 damage,
11 damage.
Babe.
and second attack.
Is it just 11 damage? Because it was a crit.
Yeah, it was 2 4s and a 3.
Oh, ow. Dang.
Or 2 4s plus 3. And then natural 1. Follow up a crit with a crit fail. So I feel like I'm losing a Dragon Slayer longsword somewhere in between Termalaine and Lonelywood.
Here's the question. Do you want to hang on to the sword or do you want to hang on to the dragon?
At this point, I feel like I'm the only hope, and because I don't know how fast those dogs are going to get there. I'm dropping the sword.
Okay, so you end
Sorry,
up
sorry,
actually
Aronan.
make a dexterity saving throw. You still have a chance to catch it, but make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's an 18.
You swing and it slips out of your hand a little bit, and you're able to yank it and grab it by the pommel just before it gets out of your reach, because you're hanging on the back of this dragon.
All right.
Now, because you reached out for it and you're trying to save the sword, you're trying to hang on to the dragon.
Yeah.
When he does his shake to try and shake you off, it's at disadvantage this time.
All right. Strength saving again.
Yep.
That one's good. That one's good. 21 at disadvantage. I rolled a 17 and a 16.
Not again.
Oh my god, you are.
Doc is going
Determined.
for a ride
Woof.
right now.
Don't touch my bar.
You don't touch my bar. There's the show title right there. Okay, it's your turn, Doc.
Still going. I caught the sword. I want to keep going with it. Targeted again. 17.
That 17 misses.
Okay. Come on.
Not bad.
That's worse. 13.
13. That misses.
All
You
right.
have a good grip on everything this time. The dragon is still soaring through the air. Make a. Actually, he's going to. He is going to use his movement to land. So at this point, he's flown. He's probably. You probably have about 3 rounds before Crixus and Aronan and Etal show up. He's going to land, and he's going to try and bite you. He's going to turn his head around and try and grab you off his back.
Okay.
He fails miserably. He ends up twisting himself up and falling over.
He's
You
prone.
hear the grinding of gears near the wing where you've been hitting him. Something clicked or snapped under there as he went to try and rotate back, and something isn't functioning there properly. He does that, and then let's see, that was his movement. He has many attacks. He's going to try again going the other way. Actually with a leg this time, which is going to miss you because that is well, maybe it won't. Does a 19 hit you?
Armor class 16.
Armor class 16. So he's able to get one of his little legs back to hit you. Let's see.
Donkey kick from the giant dragon.
It is a total of 14 points of slashing damage as his
Yikes.
claws rip through your shoulder. And do you hang on?
If he's on the ground, oh man, that's a tough one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang on, and I'm actually going to if he's on the ground, Doc's going to he's gonna hang on with both arms and
Okay.
just use the is it dodge or whatever, just kind of like tuck himself in and just like, I just hope the guys are following me and dragon stays here.
Okay, so you're going to dodge action to give him disadvantage on all his attacks on you.
Yeah,
Trying to take you
Yeah.
off his back.
because if he's not moving towards the bar, then I would like backup.
You're succeeding. If he's not moving towards the bar, you're succeeding at what you want to do.
Correct.
All right. So he is going to, let's see. He's going to swing at you. That's a nat 1. And you hear something crunch in him again in that moment. Like, you get the idea that something is wrong by his wing, that what these attacks you've been doing have been succeeding on him. Second attack is a 27 to hit, which I'm sure hits.
Yeah.
Good-ish.
That's another 14 points of slashing damage as his claw rakes through you. Then I need a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw. Actually, strength saving throw. Just to hang on.
Okay.
Sorry.
I did Dex,
Okay.
but I'll change it to Strength. So 16.
16? Okay. You are able to hang on as he kind of whips his tail, just trying to dislodge you in whatever way. It is your turn.
All right.
Second round.
I am going to drinking a potion is an action. I know this
Yes.
is okay. I'll
Actually retrieving. Well, it depends. Where is it? It's in a backpack, right?
It would have been in an outside pocket, knowing I might need
I
it.
could give that to you as a bonus action if you had it hanging on your belt or something.
Okay. Yeah, I would do.
If it were in a backpack, I'd say no. But
yeah, knowing we needed a quick access. I know it's not much, but he's gonna down one of the healing potions.
Okay.
Say 2d4 plus 2. That's only 7, but it's 7.
all right.
Are we
bonus
on
action?
are we on a trail or in the middle of
You're on
nowhere?
a trail. You're on a trail.
Okay.
The trail going on the road. He basically landed in an open space to try and deal with you.
All right. If that was a bonus action, then I think I'd take the dodge action again and just hang on tight.
Okay. Right, so you hang on tight. He's going to use his movement to move into the tree line. He's getting sick of whatever the hell is on his back. And he's going to try and brush up against the tree line to knock you off his back.
Oh, a dragon's got an itch on his back.
I need you to make a strength, actually a dexterity saving throw to
All right.
avoid the trees and still remain with the dragon.
Thank you for the inspiration. It is time to use it
On the 3 dex save.
because it was a natural 1. Oh, I don't think that's much better. It was
No,
a 2, so
that's a
4.
2. So you fail. You end up getting clubbed by one of the trees as he across your back. It's 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And make a strength saving throw to hang on. This is gonna be
Come
tough,
on.
though.
I'm good at these, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm
you
not.
are. No, you're not.
how much-
You
I'm not. How much damage was it?
6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And you let loose and fall in the powdery snow along the tree line. It is your turn. You are laying prone in the ground in front of this dragon.
All right. Aki's gonna let me back on. So I'm gonna come at him with the longsword.
Okay.
That's not great. So let's try an attack. That's better. 24 to hit.
24 will hit, yes.
And 9 damage.
9 damage. All right. Can you roll a d4 for me, please?
I can. Two.
2. The dragon let's see, that was you. That was your turn, so that was 3. The dragon stumbles out like 20 feet to the road and flaps its wings, and for some reason it's not generating, like it kind of flapped off to the side. Aronan and Crixus, you guys jumped into these sleds, and Veleen mushed the direwolves, and you're watching in the distance as you see this dragon is getting further and further and further away from you. And you're your hope in trying to prevent this from getting to Lonely Wood is just absolutely diminishing. Just about the point he's out of sight, he lands. And you see him land in the road, and he seems to be having some difficulty, and he runs over to the tree line, and this whole time you're hanging on. I need both of you, because you jumped in the sleds hastily, I need both of you to make dexterity checks just to stay inside these things.
$17.
Yep. Grixis, you're fine. You grabbed it. Aronan, you're sitting there. And there's a snowbank that you kind of bump and jump over, and your feet slip, and you're about to tumble out of it when there's this little clawed hand just kind of grabs you and says, "Nah," and yanks you back in. And
Yeah,
you continue on down the road. As you approach this dragon, you see Doc standing on the ground in the tree line, waist deep in snow. As the dragon tries to fly away, and something in its wings is wrong, and it has actually propelled itself out towards the road a little bit, and is not having any luck getting airborne. Aronan, what would you like to do?
So here's a question. While we're going, before we get there, would I have a chance to take one of my potions of healing? Or would I have to wait until my action now?
You would be able to once you got stable there. In fact, that's actually, go ahead and take it. It's that actually led to you were taking your potion and so focused on actually taking a potion that you took it and you didn't see the bump coming up, so you didn't hang on properly, and that's what actually caused you to fall out of the sled.
What's a potion of healing? How do I roll for that?
It is
2d4 plus something.
2d4 plus 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
2d4 plus 2. It's 44 plus 4? And then, I forget what the ones you have are 2d4 plus 2. So.
All right. So 6. I got 6 healings.
Yay!
Every little bit counts.
Feels so much better.
Yay!
All right.
All right,
So
Aronan. So your turn. The sleds pull up. You're 30 feet away from it.
I'm gonna use my longbow.
Okay.
And I am going to hit it for 16.
16 does not hit it.
Oh. I'm going
With
to...
it being off balance and flapping its wings, it's a little hard to hit right now. It's not making traditional or expected motions.
All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna use my movement to hop off and run up to it.
Okay. Yep. You can get up to it.
And then my bonus action. Can I hold the bow in one hand and pull out the stranger in the other, and smack it with the stranger?
You wouldn't be able to hit it with the stranger. You could switch. I will allow you to stow your bow and pull your weapons as you're moving.
Okay, I'll do that.
With your bonus action, that way you don't have to worry about picking up your bow later.
All right, I'll do that.
So you as you're running, you string your bow on your back and grab both your daggers as you come out. Okay. Oh, let's see. It is still. It wants to. It wants to fly, but it can't. And in that moment, it turns and looks at you all. I need a wisdom saving throw from each of you. Guess you're good?
24.
Yep.
Nope. 8.
15.
8?
15.
15. Aronan and Doc,
Oh.
Both of you feel a strange affection for this dragon wash over you.
Oh, I love the dragon. The dragon's my friend.
You can make a save at the end of each turn, but at this point, right now, you are charmed by the dragon.
Harmed.
Mm-hmm. And charmed creature, this way, fixates on another creature object that the dragon mentally chooses. You move as close to you can to that target and use your action to make a melee attack against it. If the dragon doesn't choose a target, you can act normally. Then the dragon is going to proceed to swing at Aronan.
But I'm his friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
rude.
worried about the people here. So,
You're entranced by its beauty as it punches you in the face.
20 hit you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that will actually that will break the charm on you. When you realize, wait, I thought it was my friend. You're gonna take some damages here.
He's expecting a cuddle. Was not.
18 points of slashing damage.
I'm an
As it rips
uncanny
across
dodge.
your chest. Okay.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
The second attack was a 12,
Not hitting me.
not hitting you. And then let's see. It whips its tail around for 25.
Oh, that hits me.
It whips its tail back and forth. It whips,
It whips its tail back and forth. For 14 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Then
Oh, I am
that
not
will.
good.
We will move on to Doc.
You ain't dead yet.
Doc's turn. Doc, he thinks Aronan is a good target for you.
All right. Can I get to Aronan?
You can get to Aronan and make a melee attack. A melee
And-
attack.
All right. Aronan, stop hitting this beautiful creature.
He hit me first.
Oh, 12, I miss. All right.
Aronan, you're a little unsettled as Doc suddenly swings at you. He's pissed
With your
at you
own
fighting
sword.
the- Yeah, with your own sword. He's pissed you're fighting the dragon. This is your movement and your attack action. Yeah, okay. Crixus?
Yeah. And then
You
save
s-
at the end of turn?
Yep, save at the end.
Is it wisdom still?
Wisdom. Yep, wisdom.
It's +0, so I gotta roll 12.
12, yep, you do not save
Doesn't
yet.
sound. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, Crixus. Yeah, we are on to you.
I'm gonna look at Aronan. Can I tell if he looks battered and bloody?
Yeah, he looks awful.
As opposed to any other day.
All right, I'm going to. I'm gonna healing word on Aronan then. No, I'm sorry. How far away am I? I can get close to him. Right?
You could go up and touch him, yeah. Be right next to the dragon, but you can go up and touch him.
All right, I'm gonna go up next to him and say, "Get behind me, adult!" And then I'm going to grab his shoulder and kind of forcibly move him a little bit, but cure wounds while I do that.
Okay. Do you move willingly, Aronan?
Yeah, but I'm a little offended that he called me adult. I'm going to stand up straight and say, "You don't talk to me that way. I am." I'm trying to think how to put this. I don't want to say I am the best, but I'm going to say I'm our best hope at defeating this dragon.
I believe he believes that.
I do believe that.
I believe he believes that. Tom, if you
All
don't
right.
have inspiration, take it because you're still playing into that madness, which is amazing.
That'll heal Tom for 24.
Oof, nice.
Excellent.
I'll
That is a
take
good
that.
heal.
That's a really good heal.
And then raise my shield, bang on it to try to get the dragon's attention. Come at me, bro! And then my turn's over.
Veleen standing in the sled. Oh, I think this is actually a ranged spell. I'm gonna check this. Yeah, that's right, it is. Which is really weird. That something called Chill Touch is a ranged spell.
No, I know, right?
It's so confusing.
I deal with
All
that
right.
all the time.
She
A
is going
ghostly
to.
hand appears.
Yep, this ghostly hand appears next to the dragon. And she is going to make that ranged spell attack and hit the dragon for. For 1 point of frost damage.
We can't heal, though, or something, right? Is that how it
If you hit an undead, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against you till the end of the next turn. It's necrotic damage, not frost damage. It can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
And that might be
And
good. I don't
until
like these.
then, the hand clings to the target. So this hand reaches up and just kind of grabs it by its neck, right by the base of it, and does a point of damage to it. Aronan, we're back to you.
All right, so I am worried about Doc now. You know what? No, I'm not worried about Doc because Doc can't hurt me. I am going to double dagger the dragon. Where am I
Double
standing?
dragon.
I'm gonna double dragon him.
Kind of by his back haunch leg. He swung his tail around at you before, so you're kind of on his left flank.
Okay.
His butt.
Do I want to shove a dagger up its butt?
Add.
I mean, butt is a figurative term. It is a construct. It does not have an anus.
There's probably a hatch back there for somebody to crawl into.
Yeah,
Ooh.
honestly.
Is it
Who
actually
put a hatchback in there?
It's a hatchback dragon.
is
Broke Tom.
where I'm standing, I'm actually going to look for any type of latch, like a place where there would be access.
Make a perception check.
22.
22. Yeah, in between the plates as they come back, between two of the plates near its butt, there's actually, it looks like there's a lock mechanism in between two of those plates. It isn't exposed where you could actually hit it and have it swing open during combat or anything. But it's like half covered by like the dragon scale that comes underneath it, over the plate of metal that acts like that.
Okay, so I'm going to move over to that.
Okay.
I'm going to use my bonus action fast hands
Okay.
and use my thieves tools to unlock the lock.
So the fast, what is fast hands?
You can use the bonus action granted by your cunning action to make a sleight of hand check, use your thieves tools to disarm a trap or open a lock, or take the use of an object.
Oh, holy shit. Okay. Yep. This is fun.
Do you want me to do sleight of hand or pick lock?
Sleight of hand. Pick lock is a sleight of hand. You can have. Yeah, because you're using the lock-picking tools, it would be you get your proficiency bonus because you have a... Yeah, so do the pick lock. Because the pick lock is a sleight of hand thing with your proficiency added to it.
26.
26? Yeah! you got your lockpick tool out, you look at it, and you just kind of go, oh yeah, it's... And this back plate of it like swings open, and you see like the mechanics inside of it. You see actually where part of a quick glance at it, you see there is an area where the wing is like the gears are not functioning properly. Like they're going, but something is bent over there that is not. Whenever he tries to up his wings, he's not going.
So is it space where
Use your movement.
Can I climb
your
in?
Bonus action. You could use your action to climb in if you wanted to. You have your action yet. You can either attack the gears inside or you can climb into this dragon.
I'm going to climb into the dragon.
Okay. so
I just climbed in his butt.
Doc.
Why the fuck wouldn't he climb into a dragon?
Aronan just out of nowhere.
Right, that's what I said, Jack.
Backhand, flips it open, climbs in the backside of this dragon. Dude, that was Aronan.
It's time for his yearly prostate check.
You didn't even use any lube or gloves, though, man. Come on.
Oh, Vaseline.
So you you climb in there, Aronan. The dragon turns to attack Crixus. I need a dexterity saving throw from you, Aronan, as the gears and everything inside start moving more rapidly, and the base that you're standing on is not very stable.
25.
25. Yep, you are very easily, you see where you can, as he moves, you find a place where you can put your foot and another foot, and you find there's a bar on the inside that you can actually hang on to. It's like a support beam. And you've actually found a place to stand well inside there where you aren't going to shift or fall into any of the gears for the time being.
It's like a whoa shit handle, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So this dragon actually goes after Crixus with a 25.
Yes.
I gotta get back to the dragon stats. 25 to hit with that, which is these. So that's 14 points of slashing damage. The claw comes through you. The next one is a 16 to hit.
It's not it.
Does not hit.
Is not.
And then it's going to swing its tail around at you. 28.
It hits.
That's how do you know you're a DM? Tell me you're a DM without telling me you're a DM. Does a 28 hit? That is...
It's very high. That does hit.
Is there any added to that? Yeah, 17 points of bludgeoning damage. As this tail comes around and smacks you.
Jeez.
Then... Doc, it is your turn. Doc, you saw Aronan unhitch a latch and climb inside this dragon.
And I'm supposed to be attacking him, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Is he close to the hatch where I can reach him, or do I need to climb up in there next to him?
You're gonna have to climb in there next to him to hit him.
Damn it. Come on, man.
All right. I'm coming in after you. Actually, he's gonna, he'll drop the Dragon Slayer longsword outside, thinking it's too big of a weapon to crawl in with, and pull out a dagger to crawl. So, any particular check to get inside?
No, because... No.
Well, you made me use an action to get in.
Oh, you used an action to unlatch it. There's the thing's hanging down like a fucking ramp.
Yeah.
You could walk up it. Yeah, no check to get inside.
Which one?
None. You walk up inside.
Okay. And I will dive at Aronan with a dagger.
Okay.
This sucks.
That's 19 is a crit.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
you
Uh-oh.
son of a bitch.
So glad I switched to a dagger, I guess. Crit damage. Roll. It's a 1 and a 4 plus 2, so 7.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge.
And crit damage, doesn't that do 1 and a... Oh, you doubled that. Yeah, you rolled 2 dice. Okay.
yeah.
Yep, that's right. Uncanny dodge, so that's 3 points of piercing damage that Doc came at you with. Doc, you want to roll your wisdom save? Stop
I do,
it's
and I
not
think
out of your
Doc,
friend.
if Doc wasn't distracted by Aronan, he'd be taking his potions. Yeah, that's not a save.
Oh my
That
god.
is not a save. Nope. He is
Or-
still full on ready to fight Aronan.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Aronan, we just crawled into Dragon's Blood.
So that moves us to Crixus. You just took a walloping from this dragon. Both your friends have climbed inside its ass.
I'll be honest, I'm headed that way too. I have on me a jar of gunpowder. And I am going to run to the back hatch. And I am going to throw that jar of gunpowder into the gears.
Okay. Make an attack roll, improvised weapon, so it's your dexterity because you're throwing it. So just attack roll plus your dexterity. And actually, no, don't even worry about it because you're throwing it inside of something you're standing in. Never mind. You're going to throw it in there. It'll end up in there.
14.
Ended up in there. What would you like to do? So you pulled that out, you threw it
Then
in.
all I want to do is grab these two idiots and try to, like, let them know, get the hell out of here.
Okay, so there's a hand on both your shoulders. You aren't going to be able to actually pull them out because you
I
use your
get
action to throw stuff in. But you,
It's
but you
mostly
do say,
the communication of it that's important.
you grab them both on the shoulder and yell, "Get out of here!" Veleen, sitting outside, it's very, I will tell you this, inside that dragon right about now, it is very crowded. Like, you're just in that hatch. The two of them being in there was crowded enough. If you were actually going to get in, the difficulty of staying away from the gears is going to go up. You grab just both their reached in, grabbed their shoulders, and get out of here. Veleen herself is going to what is she gonna do?
Heal Crixus!
She is going to expend a charge from her wand and unleash 3 magic missiles that are going to course and sail towards the this dragon. So magic missile, these hit. So 4, 6, and one more. Total of 8 points of damage as these 3 bolts hit the hull of this dragon. It shifts in that moment, being hit. Aronan, make a dexterity saving throw. And Doc. We're both inside.
Hope Doc fails.
I hope he does too. 17.
8.
Aronan, you succeed. Doc.
Doc wasn't hanging on.
No, you actually fall into one of the gears. You're going to take
Sounds
9
really
points
nasty.
of piercing damage. Piercing?
Pinch? Pinch?
Pinch? Is a pinch a pierce? Pinch?
Nope. Only if you have sharp nails.
Sounded like you said 9.
9.
9.
Okay, still standing.
9.
We're good.
Did I catch a
Okay.
niner in there?
Were you calling from a walkie-talkie?
And the
no.
dragon itself, there's a crunch, and it takes 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the
Good
gears
job.
kind of peel away. Aronan, we are back to you.
So I would know Crixus wants me out.
Yep.
You would know that. It was very clear.
Very clear. The hand on your shoulder pulling on you is also telling you out.
All right. So I'm gonna.
You did see him throw something inside as well.
I am going to attack the gears.
Okay.
With strong hand. That is a.
Is he hidden?
No.
Technically, I'm
Does he
hidden.
get sneak attack? Or... I guess it doesn't matter, but sneak attack from being on the inside. Or...
I will say,
would-
yeah, from being inside. Yeah, he's hidden from the dragon's perception, sure.
I would
That
say
makes
that the
sense.
dragon is engaged by all 3 of us as well. So that would also be sneak attack.
True, yeah. You get your sneak attack.
24 hits.
Oh, yeah. You're
I think
inside
once you've entered the rear end of a dragon, you're absolutely engaged with it.
If you aren't, you will be soon.
Hold on.
As its dad comes down from the mountain.
That,
All right.
You got to do your sneak attack on that.
Yeah, I was busy writing a show title.
Yep, I know you were.
So 5 plus.
So many.
Nice. 5 plus 12 is 17.
17. That brings us. Okay.
And then I'm going to use the stranger.
Yeah. Stranger to the backside.
Giving the dragon's butthole the stranger. 14.
14 to hit. Yeah, that would hit too.
And this will be 1 point of damage.
1 to the bum.
1 to the bum. And then I'm going to run out.
Okay. You run, you use your action, get outside of it.
Yep.
See, Aronan. Okay, so that's the dragon. You run out and the dragon turns around, seeing you, and you become the focus of its ire. And it is going to attack you. Does
Sorry,
a-
Mr.
a
You're going
20
to get very dodgy.
Next
Does a
time
20
I'll
hit?
use lube. Yeah.
I'm sure 20 hits.
Yeah.
Then let's just do this. Does a 16 hit?
Yeah.
All right, and then does a 21 hit? Yes.
Yeah.
Ouch, bro.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
This may hurt. This may
Good
hurt.
night, sweet
At
At
prince.
least you got one uncanny dodge in there somewhere.
Let's see, this is the first one is 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Then 13 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Then the tail comes around for 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge the tail.
Yep. So you take 9 from the tail.
Are you
Are you still
still
standing?
alive?
Well, so that's what 12, 13 is 25 plus 9.
34
Nine.
altogether.
34 altogether.
The tail knocks me down.
Okay. So the tail clubs him over the back of the head, and he face plants into the snow. Doc, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. And Crixus, because you're basically standing on the lid of flap.
Yeah, I did not make it. 7.
Doc,
10.
10. Crixus, you fall off of the lid, landing prone in the snow. Doc, you end up falling into more gears, dealing 6 points of bludgeoning damage to the gears themselves, and 3 points of piercing damage to you as the gears chew on your arm a bit.
Ouch, bro.
Okay.
Then let's see, that was the dragon moving, and that's all the dragon's turn. Doc, it is your turn. You're inside this thing.
Okay,
It's hurt you
question.
several times. You're beginning to wonder if this is such a good idea. And you did notice Aronan fall, and the dragon hasn't thought of anyone else yet.
Okay, does damage from the gears affect the charm?
Well, you're free on this turn because the dragon hasn't given you a new target, so you can act however you feel like.
Say that again.
You're free to act however you feel like this turn. The charm only affects you if the dragon gives you a target. The dragon has not given you a target.
So even if I'm charmed, can I attack it?
Yeah. It's a weird charm. It is a very it's actually a presence it has.
All right. All right. Yeah. I guess he's going to attack some gears with the dagger. He's still kind of trying to figure out why he has a dagger in his hand, but he'll go with it.
Okay.
That's only a 12.
Yeah, that'll hit. You're inside. It's not hard to hit the stuff standing in front of you. That is kind of not moving away.
Well,
from you.
it's only 3 damage because it's a dagger.
Yep.
Second attack is better. Dirty 20.
Oh, nice. Yep, that hits.
And the damage is better, 6.
Nice.
And then he will grab a second healing potion as he does not want to be inside the dragon anymore. He's trying to figure out what's going on, but yeah. So he will move. He'll move out, but he'll stay in a loose melee range.
Move
And
out
he will
about
drink
20 feet out or so.
Not even that far.
Not even that far. Just out far enough that you can get back and attack next turn if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope, you're roboting out.
And that's my turn. Sorry, 8 points of healing, and that's my turn.
Okay.
All right, so you move out. Crixus, you are laying prone within 5 feet of the dragon. Everyone has gotten out of its butt. It seems to not be, like, mechanically, it's not functioning well at this point.
Yeah, I am just scooting back.
Okay.
I do not need to use my action to get up at all.
Okay.
And I am going to read my last scroll of Fireball.
So you're going to scoot back half your movement because you're prone. Just
Yep.
Scoot yourself. Use your full movement to scoot back half the distance. So you scoot back 15 feet away. So you're 20 feet away from it, and you're going to fireball.
I'm going to throw a Fireball right into the back hatch.
All right. It's a dexterity saving throw for it. Gonna have disadvantage because it's got it's not moving well.
It's like
And
an
it's
opposite illness.
It's disadvantage and has a penalty.
Isn't fire supposed to shoot out of the back end?
No, it's
Oh, it
supposed
might.
to shoot out of the front end. It's supposed to shoot out of the front end.
Is Doc still close enough to get hit by this?
You said you got what range did you move out?
I said still basically in melee range, so
Yeah,
I'm probably within.
you're gonna get hit by this. You have to make the dexterity saving throw.
Come on. That's not good. Nope. 6.
Nope. So you're gonna take all of it too. Because the
It's
dragon
fine. I took a potion.
Yeah.
All right,
nothing to see
8d6. Here it is.
8d6.
Plus gunpowder.
gunpowder.
32 damage.
Ooh.
I really needed
gunpowder.
to save on that one.
So, Crixus, do you want to describe how this dragon dies?
Yes, I do. So the fireball slams against the dragon, kind of toppling it over. It looks back at us and screams as the gunpowder ignites and blows the midsection apart.
Excellent. So it blows this midsection apart. Charlotte and fragments go sailing into the air. Both the wings kind of collapse to the ground. A question for Doc.
Doc is out.
38 or 32 points of damage. 32 points of damage knocks you out. So as this explosion goes off, there's a relief as the dragon like shards out from the middle, and everything collapses, and you see the fire engulf your friend as well, and you're standing there triumphant, and you watch as the smoke kind of peels off a Doc, and he just kind of falls backward into the snow. And you turn and you look over your shoulder and realize Aronon's face down in the snow 30 feet away from you as well. And we'll stop right there.
Oh, I gotta give us this real quick. That was
I don't
victory.
know if that's really... So the setting is you are on the ground. 15 feet in front of you is Doc, and 30 feet or essentially 15 feet behind you is Aronan. Actually, let's roll this. Let's roll the camera forward a little bit further yet. What do you do?
All right, so is it my turn yet?
We're out of initiative. This thing is blown, so Veleen's
Okay.
coming rushing in to check
All
on
right.
Aronan.
Well, I have 2 potions of healing. I'm going to give one to her to deliver to Aronan, and I'm taking the other to Doc as quickly as
Okay.
I can get there.
Okay, so all movements being, you have enough movement to get forward to Doc and back. You have enough rounds to do that without. Actually, Aronan, make a death saving throw. Actually, need you to make 2 of them, technically.
Or
I
how
think
do
I
I,
roll
need
a
to make
D-
at least one.
what's that?
True.
Just roll a d20.
Oh, okay.
Doc, you'd need to make at least one, but yours won't necessarily matter. Oh no, it was no.
Success.
I'm thinking Doc. Doc, you're the one that actually has very important to make them.
I rolled 14.
You made the first one, so you'll be all right.
13.
Yep.
13. The only thing, both of you guys are fine because you both made them. The thing that would have happened, because Crixus went to Doc, or to Aronan first, to Veleen, and gave her the thing, that's a death saving throw for Doc, and then getting back, he'd have to make another one. If he nat 1 on one of those 2 saving throws and then failed the other one, he would have been dead when he got there, but did not happen. So you're able to feed both of these fools healing potions, so we can roll that up to 2d4 plus 2 for each of you, and you will have that many hit points. And this dragon will be in pieces in front of you. And we will stop there as you guys come to.
Wow, I rolled 2 1s on my 2d4s.
Total of 4 hit points.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I mean, the whole team is less than 10 hit points at this point. So,
Yeah.
Hey, I'm up. Wow,
That is, yeah. That was a session.
that was
I have to go all the way back to like one of the first 10 sessions I was in to fill up that jar of gunpowder. I don't even
That was
remember
a-
when that happened, but I saw it in my inventory last night.
the Doc, his both jumping onto the back of the dragon, that choice, and then being able to hang on as far as he did and do as much damage as he did made and like if he falls off at any point, the dragon's faster than you guys. It's gonna get to Lonelywood, and then the next place you'd probably like all the math I had to do in the beginning. I didn't need, but I was calculating how far the dragon would get and how much damage they'd do before you, because he would get there a hour and a half before you guys would.
Oh,
And he had 2 hours of time in Lonelywood to do damage. So you would have arrived there shortly after that. had he escaped in Lonelywood, he would have headed to Bremen, but you guys would have had to go around the lake the other way. So that would have taken a 5-hour thing. The next place you probably would have been able to catch him would have been, this could have been a long chase, but Doc's frickin'
Not a bad Doc.
heroics and dragon riding.
Ride that dragon.
Yeah,
Oh,
we didn't really talk about what if, but the alternative would have been, sorry, towns on that side, we need to go to the next large settlement and catch it there.
yeah, right.
And that would have meant no more bar.
Oh. Yep. And
Ooh.
actually,
I mean, Ellie
What
could
would
have
have happened
attacked.
to Ellie? Yeah.
And that was fun.
yeah, that's interesting. I wonder where Ellie is right now.
Well, maybe I should use my mirror of scrying next time on TV.
Do you have a mirror of scrying?
Yeah, don't I? The mirror of scrying.
But that was that's
That
the one
was a stationary mirror attached to a wall with sovereign glue.
Oh, really? Because I put
Yeah,
it in my inventory.
Oh no, you can't take that mirror with you.
Crixus is,
you had,
carrying, Crixus is carrying a
unless
wall
you
with him.
had the
All right, well, let me remove
What's-
it.
yeah.
I'm
what's
still
that?
trying to think of cool things to do with it.
Universal
so.
solvent. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
you need some universal solvent to remove that mirror from the wall.
All right, I'll stop thinking about cool ways to use it then.
I mean, you can still go back there. Yeah, I mean, you know how to get back there. You can still go back there and use it if you wanted.
Fair.
So,
Awesome.
All right, everybody, thanks for popping in.
Whew.
This was a show. This was a hell of a show. This was a hell of a battle, to be honest. That was I wasn't sure how that was going to go with my low hit points, but I'm glad I got that 24 points of healing, or I would have been out sooner.
I think next session is going to be a long
Yeah.
rest, maybe.
If that first hit would have taken you down, you would have been dead because another 2 more attacks would have been at crit, and you'd have had no death saves left if the first swing would have taken you out.
Oof.
It's crazy. Yeah, I suppose, right? He's going to keep...
Good use of a level
Yeah.
3 cure wounds. Clutch.
Yeah, that literally saved my ass.
And
Anyway,
good teamwork. All right.
great teamwork. That's going to do it for the show today. Follow us here, twitch.tv/TomandNorm, every Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. Podcast comes out Monday morning, 7 a.m. And you can get it anywhere you get podcasts from. If you are currently listening to the podcast, go to iTunes or wherever it is that you get it. Give us a rating. I believe you can give a rating even if you don't get it in iTunes. I think you can still go there and give it a rating. But either way, wherever you're getting it from, give us a rating. We'd love to hear what you have to say about it, and it'll actually help other people discover the podcast as well. If you want to support us, tell other people. Go to patreon.com/2nerds1quest. We have some cool rewards. What else? Follow us anywhere there is social media except for Facebook, because we don't do Facebook. So twitter.com/2nerds1quest. And actually, quite frankly, that's the only social media we have.
Twitter, pretty much. That's where we're at.
Yeah, that's the only one that matters, I guess. We'll say that. We shall be back again next Sunday.
Not next week, right?
No, not next
No.
Sunday.
Oh, it's a
next
holiday.
Sunday is a holiday. We
Never
will
mind.
be off. I will
We will
be
be.
in the Great White North. Or
It's
Great
not white yet.
outdoors up north. Not white yet.
How far north are you going?
All right. All the way to the north, and apparently
right.
that isn't white now anymore either.
That's right. So next week we are off. We are taking the holiday. We will be back in 2 weeks then to do more, to gloat over this dragon and pee on its remains. So for me, for Genius, for Crixus, Cooch, and for Mr. DMJC, we are Two Nerds One Quest, and we will catch you next week.
Never thought you'd go up the butt.
And yet,